Those of us in the customer service industry know how important it is to reach for the next success. In fact, there are probably some keys to success that you've heard of, maybe even some that you live by. Do what you say you're going to do, make sure that people can count on you, write it down so you don't forget it later. All kinds of things probably come to mind when you think keys to success. For those of us who are in the client based industries, for those of us who need to be there and available almost 24/7 for our clients, it's important to know a couple things about your own productivity. I got a question for you. How is your gear designed with productivity in mind? How does your gear, your systems, your tools, your technology, your organizational office all set up with productivity in mind? So I've got three things for you to consider here. Number one, when you send an email to someone, make sure your signature line at the bottom includes enough information so that if they wanted to get back in touch with you, you make that very available. Leave your number, your email address, your phone number, your fax number. If you have accounts or if you have groups on Facebook or LinkedIn, or if they can follow you on Twitter, make it easy for them to get back to you. Also, you may want a couple of things in there to let people know who and how you are. For those of you who work in a client-based industry where you get referrals, if one of your clients were to forward your email to someone in their network, would there be enough information in the bottom of that email so that that new person would be able to find out who and how you are? Number two, when you receive voicemail, make sure that you let people know what it is you need from them so that you can help them out the most. I've got a challenge for you here. Go listen to your own outgoing voicemail. You know, sometimes we record those things weeks ago or months ago, or one client told me that she hadn't re recorded her outgoing message since she got hired, and it was about 2.5 years before. Not that this is good or bad, but if you go back and listen to your voicemail and then you kind of open up the newspaper today, chances are it's a different time. So in your outgoing voicemail message, make sure that people can get from you what you need from them. And you may want to make a little checklist. You may want to let them know, hey, thanks for calling. Here's a little checklist of the things that if you leave for me, it'll be easier for me to get back to you. Two reasons that I know I do this. Number one, if I can get enough information from the person in the voicemail, should I receive their voicemail when I call, or when I do get them on the phone, I can have already begun thinking about all the things that I want to share with them. So I won't forget anything. I won't have to call them back later. Number two, if they give me enough information, I might even be able to hand that call off to an assistant, to someone in the office, give them all the information that I got, and then they can continue rolling that ball down the road. Number three, your paper based systems. Take a look at your desk right now, and whatever that note taking device and note taking device, right? Paper, something to write with. Take a look at those things. And if you sat down with a client, what would they think about you when they looked at your note taking systems? I've seen legal pads that are bent over, ripped in half, scratched out all in the front, file folders that are bent over, and they look like they've been through a truck. I don't even know. Give yourself a gift. Go to the office supply store, go buy a new notebook, get a nice pen, so the next time you sit down with a client, you can show them you're someone who's organized, you're complete, you're dependable, and they can count on you. A lot of great ideas on our website, womaccompany.com. Invite you to go check that out, and please stay in touch.